The Talking Cheeseheads on CheeseheadTalk.com.
Cheesehead rules and revelations. So here we go, right? New rule on Cheesehead rules and revelations. New rule: no more reaching out to Brett Favre, Packers. That's it. All right? You've done your piece, and good for you. Mark Murphy said, hey, we'd like him back. Aaron Rodgers said, I'd love to let bygones be bygones and mend the fences and everything. Okay, now we're done, because anything more would be groveling. No groveling. No Brad Childress-style Lear jets to Hattiesburg to recruit the old gunslinger. Look, the ball's in the gunslinger's court, okay? He makes the next move. He knows the deal. Let him do it. I don't want to see any groveling. It's going to cut down on my warm and fuzzies when the actual retirement ceremony happens, all right? Okay, new rule. No more banter, please, between sports anchors and TV anchors before they go to break after the sports. It's getting a little annoying. Has been for about 30 years now. Over the weekend, I'm watching after the Brewers get pounded by the Pirates and muster like 2 solo home runs. The Brewers clearly stink, and the sports anchor was reflecting this when he said, nothing going right for the Brewers anymore, as he's tossing back to the news anchor who knows nothing about sports and probably nothing about news, but that's beside the point. And she says, aw, something's going right. No, nothing is going right. Everything is going wrong. They stink. Just cut to commercial. New revelation now. Has anyone ever seen Cal Ripken Jr. and Steve Wilkos in the same room together? If you don't know who Steve Wilkos is, you probably know who Jerry Springer is. Steve Wilkos was the bouncer on the Jerry Springer show, broke up fights and things. Spitting image, if not the same person as Cal Ripken. I want to put them in the same room together because it's really close. Yesterday, I'm flipping through the channels because it's rainy and cold outside. And I land on the Rachel Ray show. Not because of Rachel Ray, because Steve Wilkos is on the Rachel Ray show. I'm thinking, what's Steve Wilkos doing on the Rachel Ray show? This is weird. And talking about baseball. I figured it out. It was Cal Ripken Jr. Or was it? I don't know. Again, has anyone ever seen them in the same room together? Maybe Cal got his toughness from breaking up fights on Jerry Springer's show. Just saying. All right, new rule. If the Brewers lose, Rickie Weeks sits the next day, no matter what. Okay? No matter what, until further notice. Brewers are 1-19 when Weeks starts in May. They're now 4-1 when he sits. Do the math. Just sit him. That means tonight, Ron Renicky. Not going to happen, I know. But please. New rule. The NBA must have their playoff game on Memorial Day in the afternoon, not in the night. Like it used to be. See, I had time and nothing to do yesterday afternoon. And instead I got infomercials. And then in the night, I was A, too depressed to watch because my vacation's over. B, too busy to watch because I have to get ready for the week. Definitely too busy to watch Spurs Grizzlies, okay? So go back to the way it used to be. I remember when Jordan was playing, that was fun. I'd go out and shoot hoops and stuff and get all fired up. But no, everything's prime time now. Stop being so greedy. All right, finally, new rule. No more making of world record brats. Okay? You might not have seen this. Over the weekend in Madison, they set a world record by making a brat at 54 feet, 10 inches long. It took 25 pounds of dead pig to do this and 45 pounds of dough because they had to make a bun. You have to make a bun, right? And they grilled this puppy up. Now, I love brats, but every time I eat a brat or a hot dog, I have to consciously remind myself to forget how they're made. When you see the pre-cooked 54-foot-long brat, hard to do that, okay? I want to remember, just eat my brat and understand that I put it out of my memory exactly what I'm eating. So stop it. We can all probably agree that humankind could make a mile-long brat if they needed to. This can be done. It's not that difficult of a world record to set. In fact, this record broke the one up in Prescott, because it had to be in Wisconsin, set last October by 2 feet. So listen, Prescott, before you get your sausage makers all in a tizzy here, let's just call a truce, okay? Let's just call a truce and say, hey, we know if push comes to shove, we can set the world record. We can. We've proven it. No big deal. Let's just go back to enjoying brats that are, 6 inches long, 8 inches long. That's all good, okay? No more need. I just want to go back to enjoying brats without being grossed out. That's Cheesehead Rules and Revelations. CheeseheadTalk.com. Reminder that tomorrow on the show. Justin Hall will join us, and we'll talk, among other things, like I mentioned, about he's got some memories because he was right in the middle of it a few years ago with Brett Favre. To get his take on how Favre's actually going to feel, who he would like to see gone from Green Bay before he comes back, but if that's actually going to happen or not. So we'll talk about that and get some thoughts on the Brewers as well. The Bucks, by the way, have narrowed their coaching search down to 3. So we'll talk to Justin about that and to get his thoughts. So that's on tomorrow's show. Hope you have a great Tuesday. I'm Ben Larson. We're the Talking Cheeseheads on CheeseheadTalk.com.
You've been listening to the Talking Cheeseheads. For more Talking Cheeseheads and more talk about Wisconsin sports, visit CheeseheadTalk.com.